Hello friends, boys and girls, welcome. I'm YJ and today I'll be talking a bit about building a second brain, which is a personal knowledge management system. So what is building a second brain? I'm blocking the title there, but what is building a second brain? Building a second brain, or BASB for short, is a note-taking system to gather information with the aim of sharing knowledge. The system leverages technology to outsource your brain power, your computing power of your brain, to do the things that really matter. And you combine both technology and the note-taking system to build a second brain to increase the quality of your creative output. That's bad placement of my face, but why do we need a second brain? When our first brains are more than enough, we've been using that for our whole lives up till now. Our first brain is a result of evolution. Our first brain created innovations, created life-changing technology. So why do we need a second brain? Well, it's because life is filled with moments like these. Moments of frustration, of not knowing where to start, what to look for. Imagine a scenario where you want to tell a friend about an interesting article that you read, but you lost the link. Or you want to start a new project, but you feel like you have to start from scratch. It will be such a heavy lift, and you never start it. And this feeling of frustration weighs us down a lot, and we never eventually get down to doing things. Because you're weighed down by the mundane. Things like to-do lists, what to buy, or even schedules like what time is my next meeting or where's my next meeting. Like, these are important tasks, important information, but they're ultimately mundane. Another thing is information overload. I mean, look at the picture. You walk into the grocery store wanting to buy a bag of chips, but you see aisles and aisles of products. And none of them giving you what you want. They're just trying to sell stuff to you. Because now we're in an attention war. People want our attention, they're fighting for it. And we're also in a 24/7 news cycle where we're bombarded by news about things that we don't really want to know, but they tell us we need to know, and we have to listen, but we don't really need to. And all this leads to our brains processing all this information 24/7. And these processes take up so much computing power and will eventually lead to intellectual baggage, which weighs you down. I mean, have you had that feeling of letting go? Letting go of your groceries after you buy them? I mean, imagine this, you go to the grocery store, you come home and you just let go of your 2 bags of groceries after carrying them all the way. Look, when you hold your 2 grocery bags, you can't do much else. Even opening a door is a struggle. But once you let them go, you can move on to your next task. You can start cooking the meal you wanted to. There is a good feeling of letting go of the mundane and the things that are overloading your capacity. And the system ultimately frees your brain to get things done. And it unlocks a key feature of our brain, which is to create, to innovate, to solve interesting problems, to think. And how do we do this? Well, we want to leverage technology. It is already around us 24/7. We sit by our computers half the day, our phone the full day, it's by our bed before we sleep. Why not leverage that and all the software and applications available to us? We have task managers, we have calendar apps, we have note-taking apps, we have APIs to string them all together. These software are readily available to make our lives easier. And these ultimately help us create a system, a digital second brain. And we want this system also to be as frictionless as possible so that it can catch our fleeting thoughts, it can help us express easily, and to make our brain useful. So what do we do with this system? How do we use it? Well, we use code. And by code I mean capture, organize, distill, and express. So by capture you can look at it as a stage of grocery shopping, where you're collecting all the different things that you want to cook for your meal, your ingredients, and these can also, in terms of information, be your task, your schedules, some fleeting thoughts that you have, meeting notes, highlights from books, any little piece of information. You try and capture it as much as you can. And once you capture this information or finish your grocery shopping, you have to organize them. Imagine coming back from the grocery store, you put your groceries in the fridge, ice cream in the freezer, meats in the fridge. Then you know where to find them, and you know they're in the proper place, because if the chicken is not in the fridge, it definitely rot, and if the ice cream is not in the freezer, it'll melt. Same thing for information. You need to know where to find them and that they are in the correct place. Next step is to distill. Distill is the step just before starting to cook. You can think of it as your food prep, of when you take the meat out of the fridge and you dice it up, you cut it up, you season this. Same as your information. You take the information out of your organization and you season it, you chop it up, you take what's useful and then you use it to express. This is when you cook the meal. This is when you share the meal. This is where you cook and share your heart-made dinner. Same as information, you have captured the information, you've done all the things organizing, you distilled it, and the ultimate thing you want to do with this information is to share it and to express it. And that's what building a second brain is. It is a note-taking system that helps free up your mind using technology. And how you use this system is through CODE: capture, organize, distill, and express. So what next? You can definitely subscribe to the channel, where we'll learn more about GTD, getting things done, PARA, which is a form of organization for your information. PARA stands for projects, areas, resources, and archives. And we talk about the concept of borrowed creativity and also how to capture information. Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and there will be more to come. Thank you.